Welcome to sureshbhattclasses. We are learning quantitative aptitude topic numbers. All the topics of quantitative aptitude are useful for many competitive exams like RRB, Bank PO, SSC CGL, Railways, and many government job exams and job interviews. These topics are also useful for many entrance exams like GRE, ACT, SAT, CAT, GMAT, and many more. Please watch all my videos on quantitative aptitude topics. In this video, we are learning topic consecutive remainders. We will learn about consecutive remainders by one example. I have taken one number 4753. I am dividing it by 15. 15 times 3 is 45. The remainder is 2. I am writing this 2 separately here as well. Now we carry 5 from above. 15 divides 25 for one time. Now the remainder is 10. I am writing this 10 again here by the side of 2. We carry 3 from above. 15 times 6 is 90. The remainder is 13. Now this is the final remainder. I write 13 again here. The first remainder is 2. The second remainder is 10. The third remainder is 13. These three are called consecutive remainders. I hope you have understood the meaning of consecutive remainders. Now we will learn the type of questions asked in this topic. The given example is when a number 3452 is divided by a two-digit divisor, the consecutive remainders are 2, 9 and 12. Find the two-digit divisor. We solve this example to understand the concept of consecutive divisor. The given number is 3452 and we have to find the divisor. The first remainder is 2, so I write first the remainder, and 34 minus 2 is 32. If a divisor divides 3452 and the first remainder is 2, then that divisor on dividing puts a number 32 so that 34 minus 32 is 2. So first remainder is 2. Now we carry 5 from 3452. Now the remainder is 9. It means that the divisor has given a number 16, so that when 16 is subtracted from 25, the remainder is 9. The second remainder, which is the consecutive remainder, is 9. Now we carry 2 from above and write it by the side of 9, so the number becomes 92. The next consecutive remainder is 12. It means that when divisor divides 92, then puts a number 80, so that when 80 is subtracted from 92, we get the remainder 12. So the next consecutive remainder is 12. Now we have to find the divisor. Here this number 32, the next is 16 and the third is 80 we get, so that these consecutive remainders were obtained. These numbers are 32, 16 and 80. The HCF of these three numbers is 16. It means that 16 is that two-digit divisor which gives consecutive remainders 2, 9 and 12. Now I put 16 here. Then 16 times 2 is 32, and the first remainder comes out to be 2. 34 minus 32 is 2, and then we carry 5. 16 times 1 is 16, and on subtracting 16 from 25 we get 9, which is the second remainder or the consecutive remainder. We carry 2 from above and number becomes 92. Now 16 times 5 is 80, and on subtracting 80 from 92 we get the remainder 12. So these are consecutive remainders 2, 9 and 12. And this way we can find a 2-digit divisor. One important thing, as the consecutive remainders are 2, 9 and 12, these are the 3 consecutive remainders. That is why we left last 2 digit of the given number, which is 5 and 2, and we started dividing taking the number 34. If there had been 4 consecutive remainders in any question, we would have left 3 digits from the last and started our division. If there had been 5 consecutive remainders, we would have left last 4 digits from the right and started our division. I hope you understood the concept of consecutive remainders. Now we go to the questions on this topic. Our question is, when a number 7550 is divided by 2-digit divisor, consecutive remainders are 3, 11 and 14 respectively. Find the 2-digit divisor. The given options are option A 24, option B 34, option C 44, option D 32. This question was asked in SSC CGL 2017 exam. Before solving this question, I request you to please subscribe to this channel. The given number is 7550 and the given consecutive remainders are 3, 11 and 14. The first remainder is 3. It means that 75 minus 3 is 72. 72 is the product of divisor and quotient, and then the remainder comes out to be 3. We carry 5. The next remainder is 11. 35 minus 11 is 24. It means that the product of quotient and divisor here is 24, and 35 minus 24 is 11. We carry 0 from above, and the final remainder is 14. And on subtracting 14 from 110, we get 96. So 96 is the product of quotient and the divisor. The product of quotient and divisors are 72, 24 and 96, and the divisor must be greater than 14 as the last remainder is 14. Now we have to find the HCF of 72, 24 and 96, and that is 24. It means that the 2-digit divisor is 24. So we write 24, and 24 times 3 is 72, and on subtracting 72 from 75 we get 3. We carry 5. 24 times 1 is 24. On subtracting 24 from 35, the remainder is 11. We carry 0. And 24 times 4 is 96. And on subtracting 96 from 110, we get 14. It means that the 2-digit divisor is 24, and from the given options our answer is option A, 24. I hope you have understood the method of solving such type of questions. We go to the next question. Our question is the number 68,457 is divided by a number, leave consecutive remainders 269 and 213. Find the number. Before solving this question, I request you to please subscribe to this channel. The given number is 68,457. As there are 3 consecutive remainders, 269 and 213. So we leave last 2 digits which are 57, and we start dividing the number. The first remainder is 200. On subtracting 200 from 684, we get 484. And 484 when subtracted from 684 leaves remainder 200, which is our first consecutive remainder. Now we carry 5. So the number becomes 2005. And the second consecutive remainder is 69. So we subtract 69 from 2005. And on subtracting 69 from 2005, we get 1936. Or we can say, on subtracting 1936 from 2005, the remainder is 69. Now we carry 7, and our last consecutive remainder is 213. On subtracting 213 from 697, we get 484. Or when 484 is subtracted from 697, the remainder is 213. The first product of divisor and quotient is 484. The second product of divisor and the quotient digit is 1936, and the third product of divisor and the last digit of quotient is 484. So those are 484, 1936 and 484. Our divisor must be greater than 213, which is the last remainder, and all these numbers are greater than 213. So the divisor can be 484 or a factor of 484 which is greater than all the consecutive remainders. So the factor of 484 which is greater than 213, 269, that must be 242, as 242 times 2 is 484. So 242 is a factor of 484, as well as it is greater than 269 and 213, which are the consecutive remainders given in the questions. Now 242 divides 684 for 2 times, and it gives 484, and the remainder is 200. And on carrying 5 from above, the number becomes 2005. Now 242 divides 2005 for 8 times. 8 times 2 is 16. We carry 1. 8 times 4 is 32 plus 1 is 33. We carry 3. 8 times 2 is 16 plus 3 is 19. And on subtracting 1936 from 2005, the remainder is 69. We carry 7 from above, and 242 divides 697 for 2 times. 242 multiplied by 2 is 484. And on subtracting 484 from 697, the remainder is 213. So our consecutive remainders are 200, then 69 and 213. And the divisor is 242. And from the given options, our answer is option B, 242. I hope you have understood the method of solving such type of questions. We go to the next question. Our question is, when 64,329 is divided by certain number, leaves consecutive remainders 175, 114 and 213. Find the number. Given options are option A 198, option B 230, option C 234, option D 117. This question was asked in SSC CGL pre-exam of 2013. Before solving this question, I request you to please subscribe to this channel. The given number is 64,329. As there are three consecutive remainders, 175, 114 and 213. So we leave last two digit of given number, and those two digits are 2 and 9, 29. Now the first consecutive remainder is 175. On subtracting 175 from 643, we get 468. Or in other terms, on subtracting 468 from 643, the remainder is 175. The next remainder is 114. We carry 2 from above, so the number becomes 1752. On subtracting 114 from 1752, we get 1638. Or on subtracting 1638 from 1752, the remainder is 114. Now we carry 9, so the number becomes 1149. And our final consecutive remainder is 213. On subtracting 213 from 1149, we get 936. Or when 936 is subtracted from 1149, the final remainder is 213. Now we have to find the divisor. Our first product with the quotient and divisor is 468. Our second product of divisor and quotient digit is 1638. Our third product of divisor and quotient digit is 936. The divisor must be greater than 213, which is the greatest remainder out of 175, 114 and 213, and must be a factor of product, which are 468, 1638 and 936, and that must be 234. 234 is the factor of 468 and it is greater than 213. It means that our answer must be 234. 117 is also one of the factor from the given options, but that cannot be our answer as 117 is smaller than 213. So the number 234 must be our answer. Now we divide given number by 234. 234 times 2 is 468, and on subtracting 468 from 643, the first remainder is 175. We carry 2 from above and the number becomes 1752. 234 divides 1752 for 7 times. 7 times 4 is 28. We write 8 and carry 2. 7 times 3 is 21. 21 plus 2 is 23. We write 3 and carry 2. And 7 times 2 is 14. 14 plus 2 is 16. So 1638. And 1638 when subtracted from 1752 leaves remainder 114. We carry 9 from the given number, and 234 divides 1149 for 4 times. 4 times 4 is 16. We write 6 and carry 1. 4 times 3 is 12 plus 1 is 13. We write 3 and carry 1. And 4 times 2 is 8. 8 plus 1 is 9. And 936 when subtracted from 1149 leaves the remainder 213. It means that our answer is option C, 234. I hope you have understood the method of solving such type of questions. We go to the next question. Our question is, when 668164, that is 668,164, is divided by certain number, leaves consecutive remainders 53, 39, 27 and 28. Find the sum of all the digits of divisor. The given options are option A 6, option B 5, option C 8, option D 9. Before solving this question, I request you to please subscribe to this channel. The given number is 668164. As there are 4 consecutive remainders, so we leave last 3 digits, and those last 3 digits are 1, 6 and 4, and remaining 3 digits are 668. We start dividing 668. The first remainder is 53, and when 53 is subtracted from 668, the number we get is 615. Or in other words, when 615 is subtracted from 668, the remainder is 53. We carry 1 from above, and now the number becomes 531. When 531 is divided by divisor, then the remainder is 39. So on subtracting 39 from 531, we get 492, or 492 when subtracted from 531, the remainder is 39. We carry 6 from given number, and the number becomes 396. And 396 when divided by divisor, the remainder is 27. On subtracting 27 from 396, we get 369. Or we can say that 369 when subtracted from 396, the remainder is 27. Now we carry 4 from the given number, and the number becomes 274. And 274 when divided by the divisor, the last remainder is 28. On subtracting 28 from 274, we get 246. Or we can say that 246 when subtracted from 274, the last remainder is 28. the product of divisor and digits of quotients are 615, 492, 369 and 246. So we write all these numbers: 615, 492, 369 and 246. On observing the consecutive remainders, the highest remainder is 53. It means that our divisor must be greater than 53 and must be a factor of all these numbers: 615, 492, 369 and 246. And that number is nothing else but the HCF of all these numbers. And HCF of all these numbers is 123. And 123 is the required divisor of given number. Now we verify this. 123 divides the given number 668164. It divides the number 668 for 5 times, and 123 times 5 is 615. And 615 when subtracted from 668 leaves remainder 53. We carry 1. 123 divides 531 for 4 times, and 4 times 123 is 492. 492 when subtracted from 531 leaves remainder 39. We carry 6 from above, so the number becomes 396. And 123 divides 396 for 3 times, and 3 times 123 is 369. 369 when subtracted from 396 leaves remainder 27. We carry 4 from the given number, and we have to divide 274 by 123. It divides it for 2 times, and 2 times 123 is 246, and the remainder when subtracted 246 from 274, the remainder is 28. This way we can find the divisor. Now it has been asked to find the sum of all the digits of divisor, and the digits of divisors are 1 plus 2 plus 3, and this is equal to 6. And from the given options, our answer is option A, 6. I hope you have understood the method of solving such type of questions. We go to the next question. Our question is, when 337582, that is 337,582, is divided by a divisor leaves consecutive remainders 150, 218 and 247, find the divisor. The given options are: option A 328, option B 645, option C 537, option D 752. Before solving this question, I request you to please subscribe to this channel. The given number is 337582, and when it is divided by divisor leaves consecutive remainders 150, 218 and 247. As there are 3 remainders, so we leave last 2 digits of given number, and we have to divide the remaining 4 digits, which are 3375, and our first remainder is 150. So we subtract 150 from 3375, and that number is 3225. Now we carry 8 from the given number, and the divisor now has to divide 1508. Our second remainder is 218. We subtract 218 from 1508 and that number is 1290. We carry 2 from above, so the number becomes 2182. The divisor divides 2182 and the remainder is 247. On subtracting 247 from 2182, the number is 1935. Now the product of divisor and digits of the quotients are 3225, 1290 and 1935. We write all these three numbers: 3225, 1290 and 1935. The divisor must be greater than all the remainders, which are 150, 218 and 247. It means that the divisor must be greater than the greatest of all the remainders, which is the greatest remainder is 247, and must be HCF of 3225, 1290 and 1935. And the HCF of these three numbers is 645, and this must be our answer. Now we verify it. 645 divides the given number 337582. 645 divides 3375 for 5 times, and 5 times 645 is 3225. 3225 when subtracted from 3375, the remainder is 150. We carry 8. Now the number becomes 1508. 645 divides this number for 2 times, and 2 times 645 is 1290. 1290 when subtracted from 1508, the remainder is 218. We carry 2. The number becomes 2182. 645 divides 2182 for 3 times, and 3 times 645 is 1935, and 1935 when subtracted from 2182 leaves remainder 247. And from the given options, our answer is option B, 645. I hope you have understood the method of solving such type of questions. We go to the next question. Our question is, when 5259 is divided by a divisor leaves consecutive remainders 4, 13 and 11. Find the divisor. The given options are option A 16, option B 12, option C 15, option D 8. Before solving this question, I request you to please subscribe to this channel. The given number is 5259, and there are 3 consecutive remainders, which are 4, 13 and 11. It means that we have to leave the last 2 digits of the given number, which are 59, and we have to start dividing the number from the remaining 2 digits, which is 52. Our first remainder is 4, and 4 when subtracted from 52 gives 48. It means that 48 when subtracted from 52 leaves the remainder 4. We carry 5. The number becomes 45, and the second remainder, when divisor divides 45, the remainder is 13. It means that 45 minus 13 is 32. The divisor divides 45 and the number comes 32, and on subtracting 32 from 45, the remainder is 13. We carry 9. So the number becomes 139 and the final remainder is 11. On subtracting 11 from 139, the number comes to be 128. It means that divisor divides 139 and the number comes 128, and 128 when subtracted from 139, the final remainder is 11. The numbers which are multiple of the divisor are 48, 32 and 128. We write all these numbers 48, 32 and 128. Our divisor must be a factor of these numbers 48, 32 and 128, and it must be the HCF of these numbers, and that number must be greater than all the consecutive remainders. The greatest of consecutive remainders is 13, so the divisor must be greater than 13, and the HCF of 48, 32 and 128 is 16. So the 16 must be our answer. Now we verify it. We divide the given number by 16. 16 divides 52 for 3 times. 16 times 3 is 48. 48 when subtracted from 52 leaves remainder 4. We carry 5. The number becomes 45. 16 divides 45 for 2 times, and 16 times 2 is 32. 32 when subtracted from 45 leaves remainder 13. We carry 9 and number becomes 139. 16 divides 139 for 8 times, and 16 times 8 is 128. 128 when subtracted from 139 leaves the remainder 11. It means the divisor is 16, and from the given options our answer is option A, 16. I hope you have understood the method of solving such type of questions. Here completes this video. Please like, share and subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon to get the latest notifications. Thanks for watching.